The team at Technology for Hotels knows how busy you are, so we've created this concise briefing to keep you up to date on key happenings in the hotel industry. Let's dive in. We've got a lot to cover this week, from new openings and refurbishments to major investments in emerging industry trends.
It's an exciting time to be in the industry, that's for sure. There's a real sense of dynamism and innovation in the air.
Absolutely. And speaking of new developments, small luxury hotels of the world,
hmm
or SLH, are making a big push in Australia and New Zealand. They've reopened their Sydney office and have some stunning new properties lined up, like La Mas Barossa
Mm.
and Levantine Hill Estate. What's interesting is that they're focusing on expanding beyond city centers.
That's a savvy move, considering the growing trend of travelers seeking immersive experiences outside of bustling urban areas. It's about tapping into that desire for something unique, something authentic.
Right. And their partnership with Hilton, allowing Hilton Honors members to earn and redeem points at SLH properties, is a brilliant way to broaden their reach.
It's a strategic alliance that benefits both brands. SLH gains access to Hilton's vast customer base, and Hilton Honors members get a curated selection of boutique luxury options. It also speaks to the power of loyalty programs in today's market.
Definitely. And SLH isn't stopping there. They're expanding globally, targeting emerging markets like Anguilla, India, Sri Lanka, and Tanzania. Plus, they're launching a new well-being-focused offering in 2025, perfectly timed with the rising demand for wellness travel. While SLH is expanding outward, some properties are focusing on refining the guest experience, closer to home. Take the Grand Mercure the Vintage in the Hunter Valley, for example. Their recent refurbishment transformed their apartments into luxurious retreats.
It's a great example of how hotels are elevating the guest experience through design and amenities, the refreshed interiors, artwork by Mel Porter, and focus on contemporary comfort. All contribute to a more sophisticated and inviting atmosphere.
And let's not forget the stunning location. Nestled against the Broken Back Ranges, it's a perfect base for exploring the Hunter Valley's renowned wineries and picturesque landscapes.
Indeed. Speaking of investments, the Schwartz family company is partnering with Prima Asset Management to redevelop a hotel in London's Paddington district. This marks a significant step for Prima, expanding their footprint in Europe's leading hotel investment market.
And it's interesting to note their focus on value-add opportunities in central London, suggesting they're seeking properties with strong growth potential. It's a smart move, considering London's robust hotel investment landscape.
Absolutely. This partnership is well positioned to capitalize on the billions of euros flowing through London's hotel market.
And fueling this growth are significant investments in existing properties,
Yeah.
like YHA Australia's $9.7 million renovation of their flagship locations in Sydney and Brisbane.
It's a testament to YHA's commitment to modernization and adapting to the changing needs of travelers. Their focus on connectivity, privacy, and sustainability resonates with today's guests.
They've really thought of everything, from private rooms and upgraded co-living spaces with privacy features, to modern bathrooms and premium amenities.
And they've gone beyond simply upgrading the rooms. The revitalized common areas, like YHA Sydney Harbour's rooftop bar with its incredible views, or YHA Brisbane's new wellness spaces, create those memorable shared experiences that travelers crave. Not to mention YHA Sydney Central's refreshed cinema room for a classic movie night.
It's all about fostering a sense of community while catering to individual needs.
Precisely. And their commitment to sustainability is commendable, partnering with local businesses and implementing eco-friendly practices.
It's clear that YHA is staying ahead of the curve and setting a new standard for hostels, attracting a wider range of travelers. And speaking of setting new standards, Marriott International is expanding their luxury portfolio with the Ritz-Carlton on Xiamen Island.
This new property, with its 228 keys, will cater to the growing demand for high-end accommodation in China, a market that shows no signs of slowing down.
And alongside the Ritz-Carlton, they're also adding the Marriott Executive Apartments Xiamen, featuring 144 fully furnished apartments perfect for extended stays. It seems Marriott is strategically positioning itself to capture both the luxury and extended stay markets in this booming region. Now, let's delve into some of the broader industry trends that are shaping the future of hospitality. Langham Hospitality Group has recently reported a strong demand for luxury accommodation.
This isn't surprising, considering the global shift towards curated and transformative travel experiences. Travelers are seeking more than just a place to sleep. They want authentic, meaningful experiences that enrich their lives.
It's about creating a sense of personal connection and discovery. And sustainability is a major factor as well, with guests becoming increasingly conscious of their environmental impact.
Absolutely. Langham's commitment to sustainable practices, evidenced by their EarthCheck certification, aligns perfectly with this growing trend.
Their new openings planned through 2026 and 2027 in destinations like Venice, Riyadh, Bangkok, and Kuala Lumpur are exciting additions to their portfolio and their existing properties, like the Langham Gold Coast and the Langham Jakarta, are generating positive buzz.
Speaking of positive news, Accommodation Australia is reporting a strong start to 2025, with robust accommodation bookings over the January school holidays.
That's fantastic news. And it's not limited to a specific region. We're seeing occupancy increases across key cities, indicating a broad-based demand for accommodation. What's encouraging is that this demand isn't tied to major events, suggesting a more fundamental resilience in the market.
That's right. It seems the industry is rebounding well, even with cost of living pressures and international tourist arrivals still recovering to pre-COVID levels. Now, before we move on to some key industry appointments, let's touch on a few more quick updates.
Sounds good. What else is happening?
Well, first up, there's Scott Baer, the new general manager of Novotel Geelong. We also have Haley Motif, who just started as operations manager at Central Hotel Shell Harbour. And over at Sofitel Sydney Wentworth, Kashiar Harati has taken on the role of director of engineering.
It's always exciting to see fresh talent stepping into leadership roles. Who else is on the move?
Patrick Leavitt has joined Pearson Hotels as group director of operations and development, a crucial role in this emerging hospitality group. Salter Brothers Hospitality has welcomed Victoria Peterson to their marketing team. And in a move highlighting the importance of Indigenous engagement, Lauren Ganley has been appointed chair of Kakadu Tourism.
And finally, we have Ryan Crocker taking on the role of regional general manager for Leisure Accommodation Collective. These appointments highlight the dynamism and the vast opportunities that exist within this ever-evolving sector.
Absolutely. So what does all this tell us? What are the key takeaways from this week's briefing?
Well, it's clear that the hotel industry is resilient and adaptable. Despite economic uncertainties and shifting traveler preferences, we're seeing growth, innovation, and a relentless focus on delivering exceptional guest experiences.
That's a crucial observation. The industry isn't just bouncing back from recent challenges, it's evolving and embracing new opportunities. Take SLH's strategic partnerships, the focus on wellness and transformative travel, and the significant investments in technology and sustainability. These are all signs of an industry that's looking ahead and anticipating future trends.
I think you've hit the nail on the head there. It's not just about weathering the storm. It's about emerging stronger and more adaptable than before.
Exactly, and it's not just the big players that are driving this change. YHA Australia's renovations demonstrate that even hostels are upping their game, offering modern amenities and curated experiences that rival traditional hotels.
It's fascinating to see how these lines are blurring. Travelers today have more choices than ever before, and they're prioritizing value, authenticity, and connection with the local community, whether it's a luxury resort or a budget-friendly hostel. The key is to create a memorable and engaging experience that goes beyond just the physical space.
That's a really important point. It's about understanding that today's traveler is looking for something more than just a bed and a shower. They want to feel connected to the place they're visiting, to have experiences that enrich their lives and broaden their horizons.
Speaking of memorable experiences, we can't ignore the rise of transformative travel. People are no longer content with simply sightseeing. They want to be changed by their travels, to learn something new, to connect with different cultures, to push their boundaries.
That's right. It's about seeking personal growth and fulfillment through travel, which is driving demand for curated experiences, authentic encounters, and sustainable practices. Travelers want to feel good about their choices, knowing that they're supporting local communities and minimizing their environmental impact.
Which brings us back to the importance of sustainability. It's no longer a niche concern. It's a core value for many travelers, especially the younger generations. Hotels that prioritize eco-friendly practices, source local products, and support community initiatives have a definite advantage in today's market.
It's not just about ticking boxes either. Sustainability needs to be integrated into the entire guest experience. From the design of the building to the amenities offered and interactions with staff, it's about creating a culture of responsibility and awareness.
So as we wrap up this part on Deep Dive, I want to turn the focus to you, the hotel industry leader. How can you apply these insights to your own business?
That's the key question, isn't it? It's not just about staying informed, it's about using this information to make strategic decisions that will shape the future of your business.
Exactly. Are you catering to the evolving needs of your guests? Are you embracing technology to enhance the guest experience? Are you prioritizing sustainability and responsible tourism? These are crucial considerations in today's competitive market.
Absolutely. The industry is constantly evolving, and those who adapt and innovate will be the ones who thrive.
And as a final thought for our listeners, remember that it's not about following every trend blindly. It's about understanding your target audience, your unique strengths, and your brand values. Use these insights to create a strategy that sets you apart from the competition and resonates with your guests.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's all about finding that sweet spot
Yeah.
where innovation meets authenticity and resonates with your target audience. Now, before we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. What opportunities are you most excited about in the coming year?
That's a great question. For me, the rise of transformative travel is incredibly exciting. It opens up a world of possibilities for crafting unique and impactful guest experiences. Imagine partnering with local artisans, offering immersive cultural workshops, or curating itineraries that focus on personal growth and discovery. What really stands out to me is that it's not just about the destination. It's about the journey and the personal transformation that takes place along the way.
I completely agree. It's about tapping into that deeper desire for connection and meaning that so many travelers are seeking today. It's about moving beyond the superficial
Yeah.
and creating experiences that resonate on a deeper level.
Exactly. And I think the challenge lies in striking that balance between technology and human connection. How do we leverage technology to enhance the guest experience without losing that personal touch?
That's a crucial question that many hotel leaders are grappling with today. It's about finding ways to use technology to streamline operations, personalize interactions, and provide seamless service while still allowing for genuine human connection. It's about using technology to augment, not replace, the human element.
I love that perspective. It's not about technology versus humanity. It's about finding ways for them to work together harmoniously to create an even richer and more meaningful guest experience.
Precisely. And for our listeners who are eager to delve even deeper into these topics, I highly recommend checking out the 5-Star Conversations podcast.
A great suggestion. Brendan Granger from Technology for Hotels sits down with some of the industry's most influential leaders, uncovering their journeys, insights, and predictions for the future of hospitality.
It's a must-listen for anyone passionate about elevating the guest experience and driving innovation in the industry.
And on that note, I think it's time to wrap up this week's deep dive. It's been a fascinating conversation, and as always, I've learned so much from our discussion.
The pleasure was all mine.
But before we go, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought.
Please do.
With the industry evolving so rapidly, what opportunities are you most excited to explore in the coming year? What steps can you take today to position yourself for success in this dynamic landscape?
Those are excellent questions to ponder. The future of hospitality is brimming with possibilities, and it's up to each of us to seize the opportunities and shape the industry we want to see.
Well said. That wraps up this week's 5-Star Weekly Briefing. Thanks for tuning in and staying informed with the latest in the hotel industry.
It certainly is an exciting time to be a part of this industry.
It really is. And remember, it's not just about keeping up with the trends, but understanding how they align with your unique vision and goals.
You've got it. It's about taking all of these insights and crafting a strategy that allows you to thrive in this dynamic and ever-evolving landscape.
Exactly. So as you move forward, consider this. What steps can you take today to create those transformative experiences that guests are craving? How can you leverage technology to enhance personalization and efficiency without sacrificing genuine human connection?
Those are the questions that will define success in the coming year. And remember, the answers will be different. For every property and every brand, it's about finding what works for you and your guests.
Well said. That wraps up this week's 5-Star Weekly Briefing. Thanks for tuning in and staying informed with the latest in the hotel industry.